It's a rainy Wednesday, February 8th, 2017, from the Total Soccer Show, Dirty Tackle, and Howler Magazine. This is The Goalmouth. I'm George Qureshi, and we begin today where Daryl left off yesterday with Freddy Adieu. You know, we might have to call this the Goalmouth curse because on the very same day Daryl told you he was on trial with the Portland Timbers, the Timbers bid Freddy adieu. Caleb Porter and his team flew back to Portland from Arizona where they'd been training, and Freddy was not among them. Porter confirmed that it was over, saying, more than anything, you look at the depth, there's just not going to be a spot. I checked whether Freddy had said anything about this on his Twitter. He hadn't, but he did post a photo of himself with David Bowie. And you know what? I don't know if it's over. He's had a crazy life so far. He's only 27. And I hope he finds happiness whatever comes next. Two more bits of American news. Not to be outdone by Julian Green, Bobby Wood scored a pretty fantastic goal of his own on Tuesday in the DFB Pokal, which is like the FA Cup for Germany, and his team, Hamburg, progressed to the quarterfinals. Link to the video is in today's email. You may remember once or twice that I railed against the public funding for the St. Louis MLS bid, and I still think that's a bad idea. But did you know that part of Detroit's MLS plan involves possibly building a new jail in order to get the land they've targeted for the stadium? It's a pretty interesting case that reveals just how deeply buried the consequences of our civic priorities can be. Anyway, that's what David Rudin argues over on whatahowler.com. Me, I don't know. I still like the cut and dry cases of rich guys trying to get money for free. Philip Lahm announced he'll be retiring at the end of the season, 1 year short of his current contract. He's 33 years old currently. His statement was the most German way you can possibly resign from any job. Quote, I can continue with my leadership style, giving my best every day in every training until the end of the season. I can keep doing it this season, but not beyond. Barcelona has reached the final of the Copa del Rey by drawing with Atletico Madrid. The game was bonkers. 3 red cards, 2 goals, 1 incorrectly disallowed goal by Antoine Griezmann, who was whistled for offside wrongly, like I said. Once again, highlights are in the email. Hey, is now a good time to tell you today's secret word? The word is. Is. As in, that depends on what the definition of is. So remember that word is. And you'll need to email the complete string of secret words to goalmouth@howlermagazine.com at the end of the week in order to have a chance to win that free shirt from Who Are You Designs. And if you're just listening to this for the first time, go back Monday and Tuesday. Secret word in those podcasts as well. Put them all together. You will have the string of secret words, and you might win a shirt. Okay. Next, we have 2 items about the personal lives of 2 very famous soccer players. David Beckham's hacked emails were released over the weekend. Beckham had already won an injunction preventing the Sunday Times from publishing the documents, but that didn't stop Bill, L'Equipe, El Mundo, I believe, in Spain, and a few other outlets from publishing snippets of the 18 million emails that were reportedly stolen. What did we learn? That David Beckham is wealthy, vain, a little catty, especially in the emails that pertain to his desire to become a knight of the realm, as nobody says, probably. It's juicy stuff, but nothing so far that actually hints of scandal, no matter how much the tabloids in Britain would like it to be so. Lionel Messi, on the other hand, you could argue that he is comparatively undercovered, because it took a Croatian newspaper doing an interview with Ivan Rakitic to let us know that Messi, quote, this is Rakitic speaking now, quote, had to buy his house from the neighbors because they were noisy and so he could be alone. I want to watch the TV show where Leo Messi rents that house out to Freddy Adieu. And finally, just over 30 years ago, on January 28, 1986, the space shuttle Challenger failed upon liftoff and crashed in pieces into the Atlantic Ocean. And among the debris was a soccer ball signed by the 1986 boys and girls soccer teams of Clear Lake High School in Houston, Texas, including the signature of junior Janelle Onizuka. Her dad, Ellison Onizuka, was taking the ball up into space, but it never got there, and they found it afterward floating among the wreckage. But I can report that the ball has finally made it into orbit. On Friday, Shane Kimbrough, who is the commander of International Space Station's Expedition 50 crew, I'm not really sure what that means, I think he's in charge, he's definitely up in space. Anyway, he tweeted a photo of the ball floating in front of a window looking out at the Earth. The picture is beautiful, it's serene, it's gorgeous, and it gets just a little more poignant when you learn that Kimbrough's own son is currently a junior at Clear Lake High. My name is George Qureshi. Taylor Rockwell will be with you tomorrow morning. Don't forget to sign up for our newsletter where you can click out to all the stories I've mentioned on this podcast. The link to sign up is in the show notes. And I leave you with today's Goalmouth top tip. Shh. Leo may be sleeping nearby.